welcome back to my channel. On today's video we're going to be reviewing the goals I set for myself last year for the year 2019, and I'm also going to be setting some goals for the year 2020. For those of you who've been around my channel for a while, you might remember that last year I did a video sharing sharing 8 things, activities, achievements, goals, things, 8 things that I wanted to achieve during this year 2019. I set those as a personal thing and I did share them in a video with you. That video was recorded in Portuguese because it was nearly a year ago. So if you are just new in my channel and you don't speak Portuguese, I'm sure you didn't see that video and you don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it was 8 goals that I set for myself for this year. So on today's video, I'm gonna start by going over that list with you guys and see from those 8 goals, what did I achieve and what did I not? So let's go. The first goal that I set for myself was my Goodreads challenge. I set the challenge to read 30 books in this year. And I'm happy to announce that I've surpassed that challenge. By the time I'm recording this video, I've read 54 books. So I read nearly double what I set for myself. So well done, I'm very proud. It was a very good reading year for myself. I don't know what changed, but I feel like 2019 was finally the year that I started reading like a grown-up. Reading in a constant flow, a good amount of books every month. I managed somehow to read a good amount of books every month. So far I've read 54. December is not gonna be the best reading month for me. I already know that because I'm super busy. There's lots of content I want to put down on my channel for both December and January, and that takes a lot of my time, both recording and editing and thinking about how I'm gonna do certain things and preparing all that. So I know I'm not gonna have as much free time to read as I had until now, but regardless, I'm still gonna do my best. Anyway, second goal for 2019 was, by the end of the year, I wanted to have on my shelf of books to read maximum half of the books I have on my shelf that are read. This is very messy to explain, but basically this is how it works. I have my books divided. Behind me here are the books that I've read, and behind me there are the books that I have to read, and I also have some in my bedroom. So they are divided, and the goal and the example that I gave on my video last year was that if I had 100 books read on my shelves total, regardless if I read them this year or not, but if I had 100 here, I could have only a maximum of 50 books in my shelf to read. So maximum half of the ones I've read. I counted all the books before recording this video, and on this shelf, on the books I've read, I have 91 books, which means that according to the rule I set for myself, on that shelf and all around the house, all the books I have to read, I could have a maximum of half of 91, which is 45 and a half. I was nice to myself and I set it to 46. So I could have a maximum of 46 books. Then I proceeded to count them. I counted these books and I counted the ones I have on my bedroom. And I discovered I have 132 books to read. Now, if I was to follow the rules that I set to myself, which was I would need to do an unhaul and get rid of as many books as I needed to match the goal. In this case, I would have get rid as many books as I needed to become 46 books in my shelves to read. I would need to get rid of 86 books. Now, 86 books is a crazy amount, and I'm gonna say it right now, and you can throw me into the fire, do whatever you want, but I'm not gonna get rid of 86 books. I'm not. So I gave up on this goal. I know I set it for myself and my intentions were good. I swear they were. But when I saw that I would need to get rid of 86 books, I was like, nope, it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna get rid of 86 books, and that's that. It's my rules. I set the rules. I'm free to break them.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg.
So no, I did not accomplish this goal for 2019. I am not doing an 86 book unhaul. I'm not. Sorry, I'm not. Next. The next goal I had set for myself is that if I had already spent more than 2 months reading a certain book, I would move it to my DNF pile and just forget about that book forever and move on and keep reading something else. I've also accomplished this one. It did not take me 2 months to read any books. I had a few DNFs, not a crazy amount, but still more than I would usually have in any other year. But I did have some precisely because I didn't make the effort of not spending so long reading something that is not actually interesting me, because, you know, I just said I have 132 books that I want to read. So if something is not captivating my attention, then bye, Felicia. and I'll move to the next one. So I did have a few DNFs. I did not spend 2 months reading any of them. And yeah, goal accomplished, I guess. Next up, I decided I wanted to try some subscription boxes. In 2018, I ordered a bunch of Fairy Loot boxes and I always recorded the unboxings for you. And then I set the goal for 2019 to unbox some other subscription boxes. And I did so. I unboxed one for my dog Suki. I unboxed 2 of Bookfulness, because I did one and then I really liked it, so I got another one. I did one called Reading in Heels. I did one other, I believe. I'm gonna leave the thumbnails for all those videos here. All those videos were recorded in Portuguese, but if you are Portuguese and you wanna go check them out, I'm also gonna leave the links in the description down below, but here are the thumbnails. I confess I didn't do as many as I wanted, especially because I wanted to try some from America and Australia. But every time I went to their website and I saw that the shipping was either the same price or sometimes even more than the box itself, it always made me change my mind and I ended up not buying anything from America or Australia because I was weak and I couldn't bring myself to spend that much money in shipping costs because it's crazy. But this was a thing that I really enjoyed making and bringing you different unboxings. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed discovering new subscription boxes. I really like the one called Bookfulness. I need to keep ordering it every now and then because I really liked it. And it's definitely something that, although I'm not setting it as a goal for 2020, it's definitely something that I want to keep doing every now and then, discovering new subscription boxes. And every time I do so, you might count on the unboxing here in the channel because I think these things need to be shared, either good or bad. I like to share with you guys what I'm receiving and what these subscription boxes are offering you. Lots of you left comments on my videos of the unboxing suggesting new boxes and that was amazing. I've added some of them to my list. You've also asked me to unbox some of the Portuguese boxes. I will do so one day, but at the moment I haven't really because the book will come in Portuguese and lately I don't really feel like reading Portuguese. So, but one day, hopefully I'll unbox some of the Portuguese boxes for you guys. But yeah, I do consider this goal as accomplished. I did some unboxings, not as many as I wish, but it's gonna be an ongoing process and hopefully I will always be unboxing fun things for you guys to see. My next goal was about traveling. I wanted to visit 5 new countries this year. As the date of recording this video, I've visited 4. However, we are counting on going to the 5th country this year, me and Josh, for New Year's, and we're flying there on the 31st of December, so it still counts. I'm still gonna count it towards this goal. So yes, I've been, technically not yet, but soon I'll be in 5 new countries this year. Those 5 countries, if you are curious, they were the Bahamas. We went there in January. We went to Greece in July, and then in October and November we went to Brunei and we went to Bali. All these videos have videos dedicated to them here on the channel. So on the Bahamas one, there's a few clips on my life lately. Back in the days I was still doing those videos, so there's some clips of the Bahamas in the life latelys. Then on the Greece one, it appeared in one of the vlogs, one of the flight attendant vlogs I was making back then. It appeared there, and then there's also another video of drone footage of Greece. All these videos that I'm mentioning, they're gonna be linked down below, by the way, if you want to see. Brunei and Bali have another separate video for them, and it's like kind of in the style of the life latelys. It's more like a vlog without anyone speaking, just nice music. So they all have here, if you want to go see how they look and how our vacations looked in any of those places, then I will link the links down below. And then for New Year's, like I said, it's going to be our 5th country, and it's going to be somewhere in Europe. I'm not going to tell you yet where we're going. It's going to be somewhere in Europe. We're going to spend there 4 days only, just a quick weekend break. It's going to be very cold, and probably there's going to be a video for that once that's done. So stay put for that. My next goal was going home in Portugal once a month, and that would mean I would have to go to Portugal 12 times in a year, and unfortunately I did not manage to do this. I kept tracking of every month when I went there, so I went there in January, I went there in March, and then I went in June, July, and August, and then I went in December. This month I went there already, and I'm going again in December. So I'm going twice in December, but it's still not enough to compensate all the other months that I was supposed to go, and I didn't. So I did not go to Portugal in February, in April, in May, in September, in October, or November. So there was still a lot of months that I was missing. It was one of my goals to go there every month, but it was not easy. My roster has changed recently. I even mentioned that when I did my goals video, saying that I used to have lots of days off in a row, but now I don't have that many anymore. I have 2 or 3 every time. So it's always very tiring to go to Portugal just for 3 days, because I end up spending 1 day going and 1 day coming back. So I'm there for maybe, I don't know, 30 or 30 something hours. So it's very tiring to do that. And also now we have Suki as well living with us, so it's harder to go. Someone always needs to stay home with her, obviously, and if Josh is away with work, then I need to stay home. So it's complicated. I did wanted to go there every month, but unfortunately that was not possible. Next, we wanted to decorate our bedroom, given that it's the place in this house that has been more disregarded. We decorated everything else and we spent lots of time and lots of attention decorating the rest of the house and making sure everything was the way we wanted. And we still do that every now and then. We still do something for the front room or something. And the bedroom, the poor bedroom, never gets any time and never gets any attention. And this year was still not the year where we decorated the bedroom. We now have 2 picture frames in there. Whoa. I still want to decorate the bedroom. Maybe in 2020 we'll get to do it. Or maybe it's gonna be our next house. I don't know. I still want to have a nice decorated bedroom, but it was still not this year. My last goal for 2019 was to save a certain amount of money. I did not mention to you how much money I wanted to save, but I set for myself a very specific number that I wanted to have put apart from my regular money. I wanted to have all that on the side, and I did not manage to save all that money. I did save a bit, but not as much as I set for myself, because we did travel a lot this year. And we still bought lots of things, and then we got Suki and all the expenses that come with having a dog. So I did manage to save a little bit, but not as much as I wanted, and saving is hard. It's much easier to save when you don't need to pay house and bills. So just keep that in mind, all of you that still live with your parents. Don't ever move out. Now, going over my goals of 2019 definitely took longer than what I was intended, because I've been here for ages talking about this. I wanted to do just a quick overview, but as usual, I always end up talking too much. So now, quickly, I'm gonna go over my goals for the year 2020. I don't have as much to explain, because yeah, it's just what it is. So I'm gonna go over them, and then maybe next year I'll do one of these videos just seeing if I manage to get them or not. I don't know. Like always, I do not make these videos with the goal of next year making a follow-up. This year I decided to do because I felt like it, but next year I might feel like it, I might not. So this doesn't mean there's going to be a follow-up, but I always like to share some of my goals for the next year. So for 2020, I set for myself another 8 goals, and here they are. Again, I will try to visit 5 new countries. My Goodreads goal for the year of how many books I want to read is going to be 60. I'm going to try and read 60 books in 1 year. For my YouTube channel, this is a tricky goal because I don't really know what I can do besides keep putting out regular content and content that I enjoy making myself and engaging with all of you. So I don't really know what to do to achieve this, but I would love to somehow end up the year with 900 subscribers on my channel. Is it gonna be possible? I don't know. I have 500 something at the moment. I would need another 400. That's like nearly double of what I currently have. Is it possible? Probably not. Probably I'm aiming too high, but I don't know. I thought it would be fun to put a goal really, really high. I thought in putting it in 1000, but then I was like, okay, no, calm down, that's too much. So I set it for 900. But again, I don't know what me personally, what I can do to help achieve that goal. I have no idea, but yeah, 900 subscribers just because. My next goal is regarding my job. I want to be promoted on my job. I was promoted already once last year in 2018, and in 2020 I want to be promoted again, or at least start the process, because it's a very long process to be promoted in my job. It takes a few months sometimes because there's all the interviews and all the applications and then all the trainings and all that. So even if by the end of the year I haven't got it yet, I want to have at least started it, or I don't know, try and failed, because sometimes you want to be promoted and they just fail you. So I don't know, but do something in that direction. Either get it or start getting it or trying to get it. Something. Also, this one doesn't necessarily depend on me on my own, because I do need the company to want me to upgrade, and sometimes they don't want to upgrade anyone. So it will depend if they're gonna want to upgrade people in 2020 or not. But hopefully they will, and hopefully I will get my upgrade. For savings, I set again the same amount that I said for the year 2019, the same value of money that I want to have on the side. That's the same value that I want to have for 2020. I did not manage to do it this year. Let's see if in 2020 I'll manage. I want to try cooking and maybe baking, but this one is focused mostly on cooking new recipes from the internet, from things that my friends share with me, from recipe books. I was never a big collector of recipe books, even though that at my parents' house there's so many. But when I go to the library and when I go to charity shops, there's also so many recipe books that I want to start somehow trying new recipes and learning how to cook new things. Not exactly fancy things or difficult things, just new things besides chicken with rice. If I do manage to do this, another thing that I would like to do would be to share those recipes with you guys here on the channel, show you how to cook it and what it is and all that, because every time I post a recipe video Everyone likes it and everyone asks for more, so yeah, this is like a 2-in-1. Also, I want to keep going to the gym in a regular way. Basically, we started going to the gym maybe 2 months ago, 1.5 months ago, something like that. And so far so good. We've been managing to keep it up. We go to the gym here. When I'm in the hotels, I go to the gym in the hotels. We do as we can. It's not always easy to go and find time for the gym, but so far we've been managing, and I really hope this is something we keep managing for the year 2020, and that we do not give up on the gym, because that's always what happens. We start the gym, not us necessarily, because we never actually started the gym until now. But people in general start going to the gym and pay for the membership and then just never go again. And I really don't want to be that person, because I was that person when I was at university. I went to the gym for a month and then I never renewed my inscription. But this time I want to be a grown-up and keep going to the gym consistently. And finally, my last goal of the year 2020 is something very generalized. I want to watch more Disney movies. How many more? I don't know. How many in total? I don't know. I just want to watch more Disney movies, because I feel like in 2019 I've watched like 2 Disney movies, and I love Disney. I love Disney. And I need to watch more movies. I haven't even watched the ones that came out in the last few years. And I feel bad. It hurts my soul. I just need to watch more Disney movies, because you need Disney in your life. Everyone needs Disney in their life. So this is gonna be a goal for the year. Again, I don't know how many more Disney movies is. I don't know what's the number. Is it 5? Is it 20? Who knows? But I'm gonna try watching some of them. And hopefully by the end of 2020, I will feel good with myself and I will feel like I accomplished what I wanted to. And then I feel relaxed for watching Disney movies. That's the goal. And there you go, guys. Those are the 8 goals for the year 2020, and also the 8 goals that I set for 2019, reviewed and over-analyzed. Here we are. 2020 is around the corner. I cannot believe I keep saying this every time I think that we're nearly 2020. It just feels... it just stresses me out. These are my goals. Let me know in the comments down below if you accomplished the goals you wanted this year, if you managed to pursue them, if you exceeded them, if you became the person you wanted to be. What was the best thing you did for yourself in 2019? Let me know down in the comments. I'm super curious. Please share that with me, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!